What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wait, What Are We Talking About podcast, episode 47. My name is Bret, aka Enigma9011, and today I am joined by Danny, aka Kazstein. Danny, thanks for joining me on the podcast today.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Absolutely. Remember, guys, you can catch this podcast live over on twitch.tv/Enigma9011 every first and third Saturday. Oh, boy. Saturday of the month at 8 p.m. Eastern. If you can't catch it live, that's A-OK. It's broken out topic by topic or put as one big video the following week over on youtube.com. Search Enigma9011 or you can watch it over there. If you guys ever have any topics for us, remember you can always comment in the comment section down below, or you can join us on Discord, and there's a specific tab for that, so you can let us know what you would like us to chat about. And then last but not least, remember, guys, this podcast is brought to you guys by the merch store, so you can get all of your Enigma 9011 swag over there, t-shirts, backpacks, cups, and more. Rep the brand. Help us out. It would be greatly appreciated. So, Danny, this is your first time on the podcast. Yes. So we'll get to all the fun stuff later, but appreciate you being on here. We met recently through a mutual friend of Dio. Yes. Through Overwatch and some fighting games, which is actually going to kind of roll into my topic. I know obviously you're big into the fighting game community and big into fighting games, but I don't know too much about your history with fighting games, so I kind of wanted to pick your brain at least a little bit with that, of like maybe how you got started or maybe what game kind of caught your attention first, I guess.
Yeah, so I actually started playing fighting games at a very young age. Like, I was like, what, maybe 3?
Wow.
Because
okay.
My brother, he had a Super Nintendo, and the first game that I played was Street Fighter 2. Yeah, that's probably like a lot of people's like first ever fighting games. So that was definitely mine. I always played Street Fighter 2. I was always appealed to what my brother can do, because he's always does like, he can do like the motions, and then me as a kid, I'm just scraping my hands on the pad and like, when can I do it? And so yeah, and so that was like my first introduction to fighting games, and of course I love it. And our dad started buying more fighting games for us when we got a PS1. So I started playing like Soul Blade, Tekken, even some of the Mortal Kombat games on there. So I definitely was around fighting games a lot. But on a competitive level, on a competitive level, I was exposed to competitive fighting games actually around maybe like early to mid 2000s also.
Okay.
This is when GameStop used to be like GameStop.com.
Yeah.
Or GameSpot.com.
Okay.
Yeah, when they used to have like the old layout, or like they post videos. So I remember like people would post like VHS recordings of matches from Evo in 2002. And I would watch those on my free time, because I'm just a bored ass kid. Yeah. So I would watch them, and I was actually really appealed to Street Fighter 2's tournaments. And I saw fighting game legend Daigo Imahara play. And when I saw him essentially calculating and defeated his opponent after Legends with very little to no health, I was blown away. And so that's when I'm just like, I want to play fighting games at a competitive level. But I never could, because I'm only a kid, and I don't know anyone in my family that plays fighting games like me. Everyone's like all casual, like, oh, I play Smash Bros, or I play Mortal Kombat casually, or I play Tekken with them. They just always try to hit like the kick button all the time. It's like, okay, but, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
That's my fighting game background.
All right. So Street Fighter 2. So, from Street Fighter 2, have you like branched out from the Street Fighter franchise, or have you kind of stuck to your guns with that and then just stuck with that, I guess, in Street Fighter?
That's hard, because like I've always wanted to play Street Fighter at a competitive level, but I actually was around the Melee community.
Oh, okay.
Around like the mid 2000s, because my friend Kevin, who's like his parents, like his dad's like best friends with my dad, and he was playing Melee super competitively, and that's when I started kind of getting a taste of it.
Yeah.
So I was playing him all the time. So yeah, and but I wasn't good at Melee. Like, I will admit that. Like, I was not good at Melee. I knew the steps and everything, I was never good at it. But it's not until like Brawl started getting very serious. So that's when I kind of started picking up like learning and everything, and yeah. So I guess like I didn't I branched off from Street Fighter, played Brawl, but then when Street Fighter 4 was out, I tried to branch out to that. And I only played up to maybe like 2 seasons. So there was like vanilla, and then there was Super Street Fighter 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I played it, but I wasn't really feeling it. And then Marvel vs. Capcom 3 came out, and that's the game I also grew up playing on like the PS1. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm gonna play this. So my brother gave me like a birthday gift, was like an arcade stick, like a nice like the $150 arcade stick at the time. Gave me that, and I played Marvel 3. I've been playing Marvel 3 since. So yeah, I guess long story short, I was back and forth with Street Fighter, and I'm finally back home with Street Fighter.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So
with Street Fighter 5.
So you mentioned you wanted to get competitive with Street Fighter. What games would you say are you competitive with, or have at least the ambition to compete at any level with?
At the moment, probably like Street Fighter 5 and maybe MK11.
Okay.
Definitely. I'm not opposed to. I'm actually learning BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle.
Okay.
I know not a lot of people like that game, but it's actually not a bad anime fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Very chaotic, hard to follow, but it's fun nonetheless. So I'm learning that because I made a promise I come back and play it with a friend.
Okay.
So I'm like, I kind of gotta keep my word.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and yeah, I play a lot of fighting games, so I can go on all day, but yeah.
Yeah. So what draws you to pick these certain ones to compete in? Is it like just character based, or is it community based, or what is it?
It's a lot of things. Definitely community based. Because I'm curious, because yeah, it's a community based thing, but also what my friends are playing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it fluctuates. Like one instance, I was playing Guilty Gear Xrd when it first came out, like pretty seriously.
Yep.
But no one here in RC in Oregon were really coming out to play locally.
Okay. So
for me, it's like I don't feel like I should be bound to playing online all the time.
Right.
Because online isn't so perfect.
Right.
So then MKX came around, and then I jumped onto MKX, where a community was a little more lively.
Cool.
And so I pretty much dropped Guilty Gear for MKX.
Okay.
At that time.
All right. So, if I'm not mistaken, for Street Fighter 5, it seems like you're rolling with Urien as your character, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What drew you to Urien to play as him?
Actually, I was all probably because of Street Fighter 3. Actually, well, it's one is his design. He's literally just like a tall and half naked dude wearing a man thong, trying just chopping people and throwing mirrors out. And I was very appealed to how aggressive he is as a character.
Yeah.
Also, like how I don't know. I think his character design is he comes off as very strong. Mm-hmm. Like he's really ready to throw down, but he's also an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really appealed to that and the crazy stuff seen in Street Fighter 3. But he hasn't really made a fighting game appearance since then, or since like the crappy Capcom crossover game on PS2, which we don't talk about. So if you haven't really seen Urien since like '98, like a true appearance, and now it's like Street Fighter 5 came out 2015. So
yeah,
and he came back in 2015. And I'm just like I'm done. I'm playing him.
Mm-hmm.
My character's back.
Nice. So when it comes to other games, what are some things that kind of like steer you to maybe pick a character? Is it simply like the move list, or the tier lists get involved, or is it just solely based on looks?
For me, it's feel, mostly feel. It's feel, but also it's kind of funny for me. If the person looks really really stupid,
mm-hmm.
is hella stupid, then I'm drawn to that. Just because it's just funny to me.
Yeah.
Also the thought of like, you lost to the most stupid character in the game. I'm gonna do it. Or if the character is regarded in the community as very bad,
mm-hmm.
and I tend to go towards bad characters because I like a challenge. I like to learn the game and learn the character, kind of experience it, experience the difficulties.
Okay. So you mentioned MK11 earlier. Who would you say you're maining in MK11?
Sub-Zero.
Okay.
Been a Sub-Zero main since MKX. Yeah, I'm mostly playing Sub-Zero right now. I was learning Frost, but Frost is a very hard character to like pick up and learn. So like she's not the greatest character. So, and of course like I play Scorpion also, but everyone plays Scorpion.
Oh, that teleport, that lovely teleport.
Oh yes, yes. Oh yes.
So I know on your channel, a big part of your channel is repairing fight sticks. How'd you kind of get into doing that?
How'd I get into it? I know it's in high school, like maybe like sophomore year in high school. I'm just like I want to put better like torrent like arcade grade buttons on my arcade stick. And so I just like I order parts and I just started like putting it together and just swapping them, and then I started learning how to like do all the soldering work. And obviously first time soldering, it's crap. It was definitely crap. Like 15, 16-year-old Danny just trying to solder. It's a mess, hot mess. But yeah, because to me I looked at it as that if there's no one that can do it, then I'm just gonna do it myself. Plus, I wasn't really around the Oregon community at the time. I was just kind of just solo online warrior, so I first had to learn everything myself. So I can't depend on someone else, or I just didn't have the money to like pay someone triple digits to do this mod for me. So I just gotta do it myself.
Right. All right. I guess last question for me then, for this topic is, do you have any inspirations in the fighting game community?
Inspirations in like players or?
Yeah, let's go with players. Yeah, like anybody stand out that maybe you're like, oh, I want to be, or I like how that person plays, or just you want to be at their level, whatever it is.
Well, for me, it's definitely fighting game god himself, Daigo Imihara. Like I said like earlier, like his match was like the first thing I saw on GameSpot back in like the mid 2000s, and I just really like how calculated he plays. But he's also very patient as a player. So like if I had to like really think about it, like when I play fighting games, I'm like kind of naturally patient. Cause I think I've adopted that from him. Patience and just kind of waiting and trying to read. So yeah, like definitely he's like a big motivator for me, and definitely he's also like a funny joke within like our friends in the community that they always tell me, "Oh, Danny's playing this character because Daigo says he's good," and I'm like, "You're not wrong. I'm giving him a try." Actually, I started playing Guile when Season 2 Street Fighter V came out, because I actually shied away because I didn't like how he was like top tier, because I'm kind of a contrarian too when it comes to like character selection.
Yep.
Except Urian, I don't care. But everyone else is like, I'm a bit of a contrarian. Like I've dropped many characters in Street Fighter V just because I'm like, oh, everyone's playing this character, I'm gonna just go switch.
Yeah.
But when Daigo was playing Guile, it just looked very clean. Looked like he was like, it was natural for him. And I actually always felt that way. I was kind of denied how I felt about Guile, but when I played Guile, I was like, it felt very natural because I played him in Street Fighter 2. So for me, it's like, okay, he's definitely the same good old all-American Street Fighter character. So I was like, you know what? I don't care what anyone says now. I'm gonna play Guile. So actually, it is because of Daigo. I'm playing Guile, and I don't regret it.
Nice. Chat or anybody who's watching, if you're not into fighting games, after this podcast is done, I need you to go look up, I'm pretty sure it's Daigo. If I'm wrong, then whoops. I need you to go look up Daigo Parry. Is that the Chun-Li and Ken?
Yeah, Evil moment number 37.
Go check that shit out, because that is I can totally understand the god status that Daigo is. So yeah, go check that out.
Yeah, actually, funny. So was like maybe like 15, 16 years later, some like Markman, who's also a big part of the fighting game community, he actually uploaded an old footage he had, like the second point of view of the evil moment.
Oh yeah.
And what's funny is that someone in the background, who's Justin Wong's friend, Flo, he literally yelled at Justin, "Don't do it," and Justin did it. And I went on Flow stream, and he explains why he said don't do it. It's because he said he saw Daigo practicing the parry on Ricky Ortiz.
Ooh, okay.
Ricky Ortiz did the same thing, and he parried her super, with Chun-Li.
Wow.
And so Flo's like, don't do it. He just did it.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool to have that different perspective. But yeah, definitely go check that out when you're done with this video, and you will understand.
Yes.